Welcome back to Digital Hustle Podcast. Today, we are diving deep into a fascinating system that's been making some noise. It's called Traffic Supernova, and it makes a pretty huge claim that it can completely automate a faceless content channel for you. We're talking a totally hands-free content machine. So, let's get into it and see what this is all about.
But hey, before we really get into the weeds, I know why a lot of you are here. You're chasing that goal of building a serious online income, right? Maybe even that big $10,000 a month target. If that's you and you're serious about it, I've got something for you. Just check out the very first link in the description. All right, now let's get back to deconstructing this system.
So what's the big promise here? Well, it all starts with this idea. Imagine launching a viral channel on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, not in weeks or months, but in just a few minutes. That's the hook. It's selling the absolute dream of a set-it-and-forget-it system that just works for you day in and day out.
And what makes that dream so powerful? Well, let's be honest. It's the numbers. We're talking about the potential to bring in tens of thousands of dollars a month. This whole faceless channel thing is being framed as a modern-day gold rush. And automation? Well, that's the shiny new shovel everyone's looking for. Okay, but if it's such a gold rush, why isn't everyone striking it rich? That question brings us right to the heart of the problem that this whole system is built to solve. And that problem is the relentless, absolute grind of creating content. And this really breaks it down perfectly. You've got the old way, right? Scripting, editing, all that manual labor, which can cost you like $40 to $50 for a single video. But then, even with all the new AI tools, you're still stuck with what they call the brunt work. Making thumbnails, uploading, writing descriptions, all that tedious stuff that just eats up your time. And here's the real kicker. All that manual work, even the small stuff, it just completely torpedoes the entire dream of passive income. You see, the goal is to build an asset that makes you money while you sleep, not to create another 9-to-5 job for yourself.
All right, in just a second, we're going to get into the solution that's being proposed here. But hey, if you're getting some value from this breakdown, would you do me a quick favor? Just take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to Digital Hustle Podcast. It really does help us keep digging into strategies just like this one.
So, we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. The grind is real. Now let's flip the script and look at the proposed solution, a method that claims to be truly hands-free.
And this solution, of course, is Traffic Supernova. At its core, it's designed to automate the entire process. We're not just talking about writing a script, we're talking about the whole shebang, creating the video, making the thumbnail, uploading it, writing the description, and even scheduling it. The key word here is full automation.
I mean, just listen to the way they describe it. It's like deploying a 24/7 bot army that's constantly working to grow your channel. That paints a really powerful picture, doesn't it? It's this idea that you have a tireless team working for you in the background, even when you're not at your computer. Now, a powerful tool is one thing, but you always got to ask, who's the brain behind the operation? A system is only as credible as the person who built it. So let's take a look at the creator, Shane Nathan. So, the guy behind all this is presented as a big part of the appeal. His name's Shane Nathan, and he's not just some random person. He's the general manager at Warrior Plus, which is a huge marketplace for digital products. The story is that he's a digital tinkerer who saw the faceless video method, found a way to streamline it, and then layered his own special automation hacks on top to make it completely hands-free. Okay, so we know what it is, and we know who made it, but the real million-dollar question is, how in the world does this thing actually claim to work? What do you, the user, actually have to do? Well, this is where it gets really compelling, because the process is pitched as being stupid easy. It's just 3 steps. First, you choose your niche, and they even give you guidance on that. Second, you use their special tool to apply Shane's so-called hacks. And third, you just let the automation take over. That's it. The AI starts creating and posting for you around the clock. So you might be thinking, okay, but is this actually for me? Well, the target audience is pretty wide. It's for aspiring creators, people who want passive income, digital marketers, side hustlers, entrepreneurs, you name it. Really, the common thread is anyone who wants to build a digital asset but just doesn't have hundreds of hours to pour into it.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks. If you decide to jump in, what do you actually get for your money? What's inside the box?
So, the package includes a few key things. You get the step-by-step video training, of course. You get access to those secret automation hacks we talked about. You also get a guide to help you pick a profitable niche from the get-go. And maybe most importantly, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means you can check it all out with very little risk.
So, with all that, the training, the hacks, the guides, the guarantee, you're probably wondering about the price tag. Well, it's $17. The whole idea here is to make it a super low barrier to entry, especially when you compare it to some of the crazy expensive courses and coaching programs out there. So there you have it. That's our full breakdown of the Traffic Supernova system, from the big promise to the nitty-gritty details. If you're curious and you want to learn more or see the official offer page for yourself, I've gone ahead and dropped the link for you in the description below.
And that really brings us to the end. You know, a system like this, it makes you think about the bigger picture. It raises this huge question. As these automation tools get smarter and more powerful, what's the future role of the actual human creator in all of this? It's definitely something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in.